is for a mature audience only.
It's time! It's time! It's
Triple threat!
Triple threat is in effect.
Suplex City, bitch, on the mothership.
Welcome to another episode of Triple Threat. I am Big Daddy.
To my right.
I mean, Jesus, it's like if they changed the covering of the ding dong to like vanilla. I mean, come on, what the hell, man?
And the myth, the legend, the prank.
For every action, there's a reaction. And a pike reaction. It's quite a fucking thing.
What could you say about G3 that hasn't already been said about Marty Jannetty?
My shoes cost more than your house.
Triple threat is in effect.
And welcome to another episode of Triple Threat. My name is Big Daddy, and to my right, the California Kid.
Yo.
And on the phone, the myth, the legend, the pipe.
I'm currently driving right now, so yeah. But I think it's okay as long as I'm not texting.
Yeah. Well, guys, being very impactful weekend. We got a lot of stuff to talk about, but let's start with some kind of devastating news. Apparently, Jeff Hardy got in some trouble again. It's been reported that he got arrested for a DWI this weekend.
Seriously, that's the story you start with? We start with Jeff Hardy getting busted?
Well, it is kind of a big deal.
It's become a foregone conclusion nowadays.
Well, it says that Jeff Hardy was arrested on Saturday night, DWI in North Carolina.
And saying he was on the verge of coming back.
Yeah. So apparently he got arrested at 10:20 Eastern and was released that same night. And no word yet on what led to the arrest or the release from jail. And unfortunately,
Did they say what it was? Was it alcohol?
It doesn't say if it was alcohol or nothing, alcohol or drugs. But
Damn. Ain't he on probation?
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, he still probably has stuff from that time when he was in TNA. Maybe. But this is kind of a real fucked up thing to do a couple of weeks before WrestleMania, especially with Matt and Bray having their feud. And last week on Raw, they said that they were going to go to the Hardy compound.
I have gone on record as saying even after that match he just fouled up with Sting when he was jacked up going out there. I mean, it's Sting. I lost a lot of respect for him there. What was that? The Bound for Glory one where he had to fight Sting?
Yeah.
Yeah, I lost so much respect for him for that night. But then, I mean, look, I'm not just arbitrarily going into Jeff Hardy hate here. I'm just looking at it, okay, common sense will tell you, everybody's got demons, man. We all deal with our demons in different ways, but bro, like you don't if you look at Jeff Hardy and you look at what he's worked for and you look at all the sacrifice he made out there in that ring and around the ring, jumping through stuff, all the dangerous stunts you did, you're just gonna screw it all up by doing this. You've earned yourself a place of privilege. You're given like you're probably on your 6th chance now or 7th chance. And people are still willing to cheer you, and this is how you repay everybody? This is how you repay everybody.
It's a sad, unfortunate thing. You know, that's one of my guys. One of my all-time faves, and Marty Solomon, all-time favorite tag team, and it's just an unfortunate situation. And I'm very disappointed and pissed off, but I mean, I hope he gets some help, you know? I mean, that could have ended so badly, so dangerously, and so deadly, you know, with the DWI DWI. You hear stories about these accidents. You know, I'm glad he's okay, but man, he needs to grow his ass up and take responsibility. You know.
Well, it says in the report that he ran off the road and struck about 100 feet of guardrail before spinning to the left and coming to rest in the middle of the northbound lane. So, hopefully he doesn't get released. A friend of mine was talking to me today at work about, why would they release him if the guy from the Usos had DWI, and why would they not let him go, but they'll let go of Jeff Hardy? And I'm like, well, Jeff's got a longer rap sheet than the I think it was it Jimmy or Jay that had the DWI.
I think it was Jimmy. No, it was Jay.
So it's no telling, but hopefully it doesn't offset both Matt and Bray's.
What do you think WWE's gonna do?
Bury it. Try to shovel
They're gonna try
dirt
to
on it.
bury it, but hopefully for Jeff they do, but they might keep him off of WrestleMania to punish him.
Damn.
I just wonder what would have happened.
Like Jeff, you better be careful with this whole arrested shit. I got 2 words for you. Rich Swann.
Yeah, but then again, I all I can do is wonder. Okay, yeah, you know Jeff would normally have Jeff having been around longer in the business would have more stroke than a Rich Swann. But you're telling me that after as many times Jeff gets busted, if he doesn't get some consequence for this from WWE, I'm gonna look at the Rich Swann situation and be like, okay, where are we at with discipline here, man? Like,
Yeah.
I understand WWE's always had favoritism, but damn, come on now.
Well, let's get into these pay-per-views. A couple of weeks ago, it was the Elimination Chamber with the first ever women's Elimination Chamber for the women's Raw title.
Yeah.
So,
It was a decent battle. It was a decent little battle.
well, the night started off with the women's Elimination Chamber match, which has Mandy Rose versus Sasha Banks versus Sonya Deville, Bayley, Mickie James, and Alexa Bliss. It was a pretty good, decent match. Pretty much as I expected. It started out kind of slow with Bayley against Mandy Rose, and then, well, actually Sonya Deville, and then Mandy Rose came in. Pretty much some green spots and all
Yeah,
that.
there were a few, but
Can we say congratulations for Mandy Rose for now being the first person to be eliminated from a women's Royal Rumble and Elimination Chamber?
Yeah.
That's pretty historic,
So she was the first to get eliminated for both of those
Yeah,
things?
she was.
Wow.
Yep.
I
First,
forgot about that.
she was the first to go out in the Royal Rumble too.
A part of me really thought it was going to be a nice little swerve how they were going to do it. Like, I honestly thought it was going to come down to Bliss and Deville. This is how a chamber matches used to work. They always ended with one person you didn't think was going to be in, like, the final 2 or 3. And so, when I did finally see it, it was good. I'm happy they did it, and it was good.
I still say it could have been better with Becky and Charlotte in there, but the girls did their thing.
But Bliss, Bayley, and Banks, Mickie J, they did their thing. They all did their thing,
Miggy had a good spot off top of the pod, and was kind of sad that she got eliminated. And then the top 3 was Bayley and Sasha and Alexis. And
I like the Wonder Woman outfit.
yeah,
That was nice.
and there was like a spot in there where you saw Sasha betray Bailey and knocked her off the cage.
The thing about that spot is that you got to wonder about the way they wrote the psychology there. If you're trying to say that Sasha had, instead of would prioritize taking out Bailey over Alexa Bliss, who's the champion, if you're gonna write that, then you need to have some establishment that Sasha has to at least make within the next bit of time before they really get into feuding, that she knows that when she cannot defeat a motivated Bailey. If she says that, then that makes sense for her to do that. Otherwise, it makes no sense for her to betray a person who she treats as a friend and a rival at the same time. It makes no sense when the champion is right there. You see, that's why I wonder about WWE writing sometimes. It's a little weird. To me, I'm not even talking as somebody who understands the business. I'm just talking about as a viewer watching a story unfold in front of me. I'm sitting in a theater watching a story unfold in front of me, and I'm watching two women who have been established to me, the audience, that they are the closest of friends. Yet they pull no punches when they compete. I can buy that, but you give me a scenario like the Chamber where you have the champion running scared, and you two are not going to get her out the way and then settle it afterwards. It doesn't make any sense. And I just tell you the truth, I couldn't buy that. But I thought the performance was excellent, but I couldn't buy it. I couldn't buy it. I thought that Alexa was good. She was running. She was doing a good job running. She was running, climb back up. The climb back up. They were chasing her, but yeah, the betrayal just didn't make sense to me at that moment. I just found it difficult to believe.
Alexa hit Sasha in the forehead and pretty much caused her to get knocked out and gets pinned. I did like the promo that she gave after the match, which it seemed like it was going to be like that little sappy.
That was beautiful. She kicked that hit.
Yeah.
Just for a moment, you thought maybe she's going to be good. Like, maybe she's going to be a good person and be grateful, but no, turn that shit off.
Yep.
Just because she had this historic match don't mean she still ain't Little Miss Bliss, you know?
Yep.
I love it. She's a star. Alexa Bliss is a star, you know?
She did a good job with that. I thought she was excellent there.
Yeah, she did great. And I don't know if I can't hear exactly what y'all said, but that move off the top on Bailey and Banks is beautiful.
Yeah. So, on to the next match. Raw Tag Team title match between Titus Worldwide versus The Bar. Anybody really care?
Did anybody seriously think Titus Worldwide had a shot?
No.
They were never going to push them. They jobbed them twice and they jobbed them the next night, but we'll get to that.
Pretty much okay match.
It's great that they gave
pointless, though.
Apollo that opportunity, but you know.
Unless you're going to break Apollo off, there's no point in even building heat between. Unless you're just going to finally give Apollo a push, then there's no point in breaking him away from Titus Worldwide. If you're not going to give him a push, then you're just going to lose him in the shuffle.
Pretty much. Next match, Asuka versus Nia Jax. Pretty much, I would say match of the night.
Yeah, they tore it up. They went ham.
So now that's two people who have amazing chemistry together.
You got Manami. It's like they played out a Manami Toyota versus Aja Kong match.
It's definitely one of those feuds where if it was any other company, that thing could go a whole year, you know?
Yeah.
And it would have such a great story. And the hate on those two fights of the week. Nia tears down. I love their matches. I always enjoy watching them wrestle each other.
Actually, the Raw match after was a lot better.
I think it was. I think Nia looked great during the pay-per-view match. My problem with that whole story build was the fact that, if you're gonna tell a story, tell it correctly. I know you're trying to sell Nia as a threat to the title, but don't straight out lie to us and act like tell us that's something that we already know. Okay, I mean, you can't ignore the fact if I'm trying to get Nia over, I can mention that yes, Asuka had defeated Nia 3 times before this because it was publicly commercialized. It's not like it was some dark match. It was she lost her 3 times before this. If you're gonna do this, you have to tell the audience what's different this time. How is Nia better this time? Why should I be scared that Nia is going to break the streak? I had no doubt Nia was going to lose the match. Why did I have no doubt? Because they didn't give me a reason to doubt. Like, give me something. Tell me the past story that Nia got beat a bunch of times, and tell me what's different. Show me a reel of all the jobbers she crushed. Just tell me she got stronger. Verbally tell me that, and I can get into it. But they didn't give me anything. I'm just like, well, why should I believe she's going to win? You know. But I like what they did with. I don't know if you want to wait and talk about what happened on Raw, but I like what they're doing with this now because this is a good push for Nia. I think that this is a good chance. This is a good thing for Asuka to do is to just leave the cowardly Bliss there and then let her own friend she's using as a tool go after her for the title, which gives Nia a huge push because they're going to cheer Nia. Because Nia started getting a little pop. A little pop here. She started getting a little pop. As she stood up to Asuka, she started getting a little pop.
Well, I think the match at Elimination Chamber was a little bit rushed.
It was.
But it ended good, and the whole spot at the end where Nia sent Asuka through the barricade was pretty good. But like I said, I think the match on Raw was a lot more better. It was a lot more longer.
You don't know what hurt the match on the pay-per-view?
What?
The commentary. I'm going to take these guys to task here. I understand that WWE commentary is not all that important and not meant to be all that important. I know it's just a bunch of sales pitches and scripted stuff and some man tells them over the headsets. But the one thing I will tell them from having done this in the yard for so many years, and yeah, I can get matches over on commentary. I've done this in the indies too. I've commentated a lot of independent matches. I'll tell you this much: if you're gonna try to commentate and get a story over, make sure that you highlight why your finish worked. Okay, why was Asuka able to nail Nia with a twisting hurricanrana? Talk about the twist added to it. There's an important significance to that move. She corkscrew pinned her. They're calling it the wrong name and all that stuff. That's not a hurricanrana. That's a corkscrew victory roll. God, that's what you have to do. The victory roll, a big person. God, I know you're not. I know you don't want to pitch it as wrestling. I understand you don't want to call it wrestling. I understand you want to call it sports entertainment. But God, call the move. Call the damn move. So it makes sense in the story. You're trying to tell me a story. I'm the audience. Call the damn move. I think commentary hurt that match. It really did. But anyway, I'll leave that be.
So what do you think about the Raw match?
Raw match was good. They didn't have to call the move in that one. See, all they had to do was just commentate the fact that Asuka just told. They did that right because they actually talked about what was going on. But the pay-per-view, nobody said anything about the finish. Nobody talked about how she was able to do that to a big girl like Nia who'd been dominating. It's a corkscrew victory roll. She corkscrewed it in there. It's like a corkscrew around victory roll. It's like they didn't talk about it. Talk about the significance of the corkscrew, or else nobody's going to get the significance of it. It's just going to look like, oh, they rushed it, You could hide the fact that they rushed it on commentary. Commentary's job is to sell the match. And I think they failed them on that one. But anyway, I'll let that go.
Mike, you got anything to say about it?
I was thinking about it. Yeah, like I said, I like both matches. I love the Raw match. It was a hit better. Like I said, I enjoyed them working together, having matches together, and I hope we get to see more of it. Really, this would have been a great WrestleMania type feud match. You know what I mean? And now with the Raw thing, now it's taking an interesting turn. So, I don't know. Like I said, I hope they wrestle again. I hope they have an actual longer feud in the future. And I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
So Bravo and I, Jack, I'm on your team. I'm rooting for you.
Well, let's go on to the next match. Bray Wyatt versus Matt Hardy.
Woken Matt Hardy.
Well, is it supposed to be Woken?
Well,
Their matches need something. They need something.
I mean,
It needs
it's
something.
Just, you wonder how much longer it's gonna go.
I think they waited too late. I mean, it would have made more sense if Wyatt still had the Wyatt family behind him. And Matt still had Brother Nero and Ruby and Senior Benjamin.
And one.
Yeah.
You're ready. You know, Maximus.
This should have been a faction feud. You're right. But I think it would have also been better if they had done this as a title program of some kind. Put some title on the line, too. And just, they needed to do something with this.
You know, the highlight to me about the whole thing has been the vignettes, like, you know, how they keep cutting each other off during the promos.
Those were good. I mean, the promos have been gold. The promos, yeah. The promos have been gold.
How they've been doing that, like switching back and forth, and especially with the laughing.
Oh, yeah, it was good.
He laughed.
But
Broken Matt laughed that much?
This
He
is-
did an impact.
I don't know.
I think a little bit, but
Not that much.
The laughing thing is just weird.
But see, this is where you really need a title and a really gimmicky match. This is where it would work. Not like with this. This should have been the thing. They should have did this instead of doing it with Randy Orton, which I thought the whole build to the Randy Orton Bray Wyatt thing was excellent, except for that finish. It was terrible. The match was terrible, but the match, the final battle was terrible. But the whole build-up program was genius. But like, okay, so you have this situation now where you have two surreal characters. Let them ham it up. That's how it works. Give them the entire special effects budget. Let them get crazy. That's how you really put something like this over. That's how you sell merchandise. You get the you put it all into a feud like this. I think they missed the boat on this. And then that Raw anniversary match was a total disaster. I mean, God, that didn't do this feud any favors. But anyway.
Yeah, that was pretty wasted, huh?
That was terrible.
But like we said before, there's no telling what's going to happen now with Jeff getting busted. So we shall see.
One of the weekly wrestling blogs I was reading said, like, perhaps what's going to eventually happen is Bray and Woken Matt working together.
That's madness and madness.
I mean, that would be an interesting team, wouldn't it?
Oh. Wow.
I mean, imagine the promos of that shit.
I don't know. We'll have to see about that one.
It'd be a fun feud with the bar.
He's
Probably.
He has such an imagination. This is good though.
But let's get on to the next match. Is the Elimination Chamber match for the WWE Universal Title shot at Mania. Was Elias, John Cena, Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, Roman Reigns, Miz, and Braun Strowman. It was a pretty good match. Kind of weird that they were going to start off with 3 competitors instead of 2. But I guess, they had to put Seth Rollins in there because Jason Jordan was hurt, and
I admittedly fell asleep during part of it.
After wrestling 61 minutes, yeah, he kind of earned that shit.
That was awesome. Yeah, that was excellent.
That was one of the best wrestling performances I've ever seen.
It was fantastic.
But good match. Was kind of really a waste of having Elias in there. Basically, most of the performers were with Strowman, Seth, Finn, and Miz.
Well, I feel like with Elias, the real victory for him was the fact that he's actually within that thing.
I just feel like he needs.
It's like, people like Elias, man.
He's starting to get over. They need to do something with him now. Like they need to not rush it, but they need to do something with him now. He's hot. He's starting to catch on.
Like what?
Like, okay, time to put him in a meaningful program against somebody who can spare the time.
You know, it'll be a good feud with him. You know, he's not like high, but you know, it'd be an interesting one. Him and Goldust.
That would be good.
Like, I could totally see Elias Goldust feud.
They need to do something. That's another person they need to go ahead and make up their minds on. Okay, you have Goldust turn on Truth and all that happen, and it looked like Goldust was about to go back to being the legit heel Goldust, which I was hoping for because I missed those vignettes and all that stuff. God, it's time to start taking Goldust seriously again. Goldust used to be a serious heel. And yeah, I understand they took him the comedy route and it did work out for him for a little while. But Goldust used to be like a legit serious heel. And he used to be very difficult to beat. Like, Goldust used to be very difficult to defeat. It just, I don't know what their deal is, man. Like, it's a good character. You know.
Yeah. But, biggest pop had to be with Strowman, and pretty much starting to eliminate everybody left and right, which left it him and Roman Reigns. Good back and forth, but very disappointed that it came down to Roman, as pretty much everybody predicted that it was going to be him.
It was the one prediction. No one wanted to say, but they knew.
I think they want, like, I don't know what they expect here, but I mean, I don't hate Roman Reigns, but I just wonder if, okay, what is there going to be a point to this match between him and Lesnar? Like, are we going to get anything out of this? Like, Lesnar only, like I said, I don't know if they finally come to an agreement with Lesnar and like, okay, you know, we're gonna just do this, or is Lesnar gonna be okay to work him? Because you know Lesnar, man, if he's not feeling you, he's not gonna work you. You know, Lesnar's just gonna freaking thrash you and leave.
Then after the match, Strowman throws Reigns into one of the pods.
Are they gonna push Strowman ever?
Well, apparently from what I heard, apparently he wasn't even booked to be on WrestleMania. He was supposed to be in the Intercontinental match for Mania, but they decided to go with Balor and Seth and just have a three-way with them. So there's no telling, which kind of...
It's like with Braun, it's like the will they, won't they with him. I mean, like any minute that feels like they're finally going to go for it, give them a run for it, they take him back. So
there's so much to be gained, man. Like, if one thing...
And he's so... Now talk about a guy that's over. He is really over.
Yeah, he's fucking over. And I don't understand what's the problem with WWE. You know, they so hell-bent on pushing Roman Reigns. And let's get into this topic, too. So, after Roman wins the match, he comes out on Raw and starts talking about how, you know, all the boys in the bag hate that Brock has his contract. He gets to pick his dates. And, you know, I'm here because I love wrestling. I was born in wrestling, yada, yada, yada. I'm like, you're too little too late, Roman. I mean, this stuff...
Now, a good portion of what he said was spot on.
I mean, it was spot on.
I thought the promo was good, but my problem is kind of similar to yours.
The fact that Brock was supposed to be there, you know?
Yeah. But this is
based... And that was kind of like a middle finger, that Instagram pic with Dana White. I mean...
Well, one, there's nobody to blame but Vince for himself for that. Because, you know, he could have built up talent, but instead of relying on Austin and Rock and Foley and all those people from the Attitude Era so many times, still building up talent is still just like Orton and Cena.
Now,
You know,
Orton and Cena every year.
The other side of the coin of that is Brock's a superstar. And they gave him that power. They gave him that contract to do what he wanted. And why? Because he sells. People want to see Brock. And they can try all they want. Come to WrestleMania, ain't nobody going to be booing Brock.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what they expect with this Roman Reigns.
No matter what they do.
That's what I'm saying. Here's what I saw happen. When Roman cut this promo, it was one of his rare moments where he had a pretty good effect on the crowd. It was a good promo. But the point of the matter is that no matter how much he tries to draw heat on Brock, he tries to get heat on Brock, it's never going to be enough for the fans to turn on Brock. The fans are never going to do that.
Like, Brock's one of the few people in that company who has an army, you know?
He's never going to do it.
That dude, regardless.
You cannot get a legitimate, WWE audience, a legitimate wrestling audience. Period.
You're not gonna sway Brock fans like that.
No, you're not. You're not even non-Brock fans will cheer Brock over Roman. I mean,
WrestleMania comes. I'll ask you guys straight up. When WrestleMania comes, who are you gonna root for? Are you gonna root for Brock or Roman?
You're gonna root for Brock because Paul Heyman is gonna get on the mic and he's gonna get everybody hyped up because he's Paul Heyman. And Paul Heyman just buries people on the mic without the match. Before the match even starts, Paul Heyman buries the person on the mic. With the exception, unless Paul decides not to bury you, like what he did with AJ Styles, and everybody was cool with that. But that was because Brock actually respects AJ Styles, so he was willing to work a match with him. But when you remember what happened to Dean Ambrose, don't you?
Yeah.
Like I said, it's just a matter of who he's in there with. Now, Brock may very well respect Roman, but that's still not going to change the fact that the fans are never going to cheer Roman.
It just smells of a setup by WWE to try to get Roman over and try to get people not to boo him out of the building like they did when he faced Triple H the last year at Mania. And to me, it's just weak excuse.
I'll go back to what I talk about on the show a lot. I talk about the one time that WWE legit got Roman over to where people stopped booing him. It was one moment where WWE finally had us to the point where we're not booing Roman Reigns. Huh?
I know what you're gonna say. The one on where they didn't boo Roman.
Yeah, the one program they did where we finally where everyone. Huh? That was kind of it, but no. Remember when he feuded Vince McMahon?
Yeah.
You remember when Vince actually managed to start a feud Roman? They did that program and people had stopped booing Roman, but then everybody was cool. Everybody was gonna take. We were gonna take Roman in until the very next program after the Vince McMahon program. Who did they put him against? Right after the Vince McMahon promo, right after the Vince McMahon program he ran where he was feuding with Vince McMahon, and that program went over well, and everybody was cheering Roman Reigns for beating the crap out of Vince McMahon. Okay, who do they put him up against next?
I honestly don't remember.
They kill him, the Brock.
Oh yeah.
That's why people still boo Roman Reigns, because all they had to do was right after the Vince McMahon feud, put him up and put Roman against any other heel. He'd have been over. That was it.
Pretty much. But it just was so weak and it's been done to death. I mean, it's not something new. I mean, everybody been saying that since Brock got the contract that it's the only reason he got it was because Vince is so desperate for a star, and it's gonna come back and bite him in the ass, and he has, because let's be honest, Brock is not as young as he was 3 years ago. I mean, the match he had with Braun was slow and didn't look good. The triple threat he had with Kane and Braun wasn't that good.
Nope.
and it seems like Brock is getting to the point where he can't do much anymore. He doesn't want to do much anymore.
It sucks. He knows what they need, and it sucks because he keeps getting injured. They really need Joe back.
Well, yeah, they really do need Joe.
The match he had with Joe was good. That was a good match.
I mean, man,
that was one of
with Joe and Brock was so good.
That was one of the rare good ones. Like, and here's the thing, you're looking at it, Vince. Well, Vince, I don't know if Vince. I'm sure Triple H is arguing this in his ear. But Vince has stars. He just hasn't put the damn star on their chest yet. There are people waiting in line to take the helm of this show. Like, come on, you got your golden boy Finn over there. He's fresh now. You're not going to do anything with Finn Balor?
They got to stop screwing with Finn. They're making him another Cesaro.
That's what I'm saying. Finn grabbed your damn brass ring. Finn's had your brass ring.
I mean, I don't know what else Finn has to do.
Finn has had his brass ring since NXT. Finn has had the damn brass ring in his hand. Vince just doesn't want to turn to his side and look and see who's there. You got guys saying they are the guy now. You got Finn, AJ Styles, Seth Rollins, Nakamura, Shinsuke Nakamura. You got a lineup right now on WWE roster of people that are
ready to be the guy.
I dare say, yes, I will put Dolph Ziggler in this conversation. Because
you gotta put Miz in there too.
Yeah, Miz and Dolph Ziggler are two guys who are there. Like, because
I don't know what else Vince wants from these guys. They have proven time and time again. Rollins, I mean,
you got like stars right now.
Rollins and Strowman. We were just mentioning Strowman.
You got nothing but stars right now.
You don't need to have one number one guy. You got tons of number one guys, but you just don't want to pull the trigger. That's why, and you wonder why. And like I said, you wonder why Kenny didn't sign with you this last year. Kenny's looking at what's going on. Kenny's looking at all the guys on this damn roster, and Kenny's all like, okay, you still got Brock. Why he didn't go? Because they would have done the same thing to him.
That's what I'm saying. Kenny's looking there saying, okay, you guys got Seth Rollins, AJ Styles, Finn Balor. You guys got all these guys on your roster right now, and nobody's the guy yet. You're still pushing Brock. Nobody's the guy yet, really. Like Vince still hadn't made one of the princes a king yet. Okay, you got like
I'd rather bring back the Golden Lovers and hang out with y'all.
That's what I'm saying. Jesus, you got like you got 10 world class superstars.
I bet Cody even went up to Kenny and said, "You see what I mean?"
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's crazy. You got some world class guys like at your top tier. And you're not ready to make one of them the guy. Hell, AJ Styles is your guy. I mean, he's proven it over and over again.
Hell, you want to talk about other guys? Don't forget Owens and Zayn.
I'm just saying, Shawn Michaels said this. Freaking, everybody has said this. AJ Styles is your Shawn Michaels, Vince. He's your guy.
Yeah, I understand. Like, there's some other guys, like, damn well, you need to just give it to Owens and Zayn, make them number one guys.
Those are two other guys that are in line with that conversation we talked about.
All of that number one guys from what they've done from last year.
Dude, Big D, do you see how many stars do we have on this list? Look, even Kevin Owens was a guy. Sami Zayn, you got all these stars.
And then you want another example of someone who played their game, called their bluff, and ain't even got popular. You know what I'm talking about?
Which one? Oh yeah, there's another guy.
I mean, talk about guys. He throws every crappy thing out and he makes it gold.
I think this is the best talent roster they've had ever. This may be
amazing group.
This is like an incredible cast.
You want another example? Look at the New Day.
They're bleeding talent right now.
Look at the New Day Usos. I mean, and don't even get me started on the women.
What? Then like the Bludgeon Brothers, like what's it? Luke Harper. Luke Harper. He proved to everybody he's the second coming of. I mean, God, he's what's it?
He proved without a shadow of a doubt he can go.
He's the second coming of all Japan's. Like what is this? Stan Hansen and Bruiser. Yeah, he's the second coming of Brody.
I'm just not excited.
You better recognize because there's going to be more upcoming number one guys coming soon. You know, in a matter of time, Black's going to be coming, Almas is going to be coming.
So you got all this talent boiling down in NXT.
All bona fide potential number one guys.
Yeah, you
can't
got.
keep relying on Brock. It just ain't going to work anymore. And then, consider Brock might leave again.
And this is like I said, you had a number one guy. Even when you had Punk, you had a number one guy that you did try to give them one spot to, but then you reneged and you pissed him off.
You know what? Punk and Bryan.
I'm saying, yeah, Daniel Bryan.
Yeah. But you know, it is what it is, and it's gonna be.
You think that's gonna be the main? That's not gonna be the main event at Mania, is it?
Maybe. Well, put this one off, but we need to talk about it. The contract signing with Ronda Rousey. Here's my.
I can't wait to buy my Rousey shirt, but you know she her promo needs a little work, but she got a look. That's there. She does.
Well, that's all she has. I mean, this is one thing I don't understand.
This was rushed.
This is what I don't understand. Why is WWE so hell bent on trying to make her into a babyface? I mean, what most people know her from was being a mean bitch.
She should be
UFC.
I think it's what's going to happen. That is going to happen.
But I think later
this year she is going to go through.
But I think the reason why they did it was because of the 2 losses that she had, and I think Paul was like,
it's like, you know, starting off, you know, she was going to get over. They were going to cheer the hell out of her. So,
yeah, but still,
it's like, you know, how often do they do contract signings and pay-per-view?
Yeah, it's been a while.
That's weird, you know?
Well, they did it because they needed somebody to sell tickets, because they said the ticket sales wasn't that good for Elimination Chamber.
What would you rate the Table Slam?
She kind of messed up because
she threw him a little too far.
She kind of messed up because Hunter's body kind of went off the table.
She threw him over it.
Yeah, landing, yeah, but you know, setting the tone like that, it was good.
It was okay.
I felt that slap. Now that was a slap.
The thing is, what I feel like, I hope that I'm wrong about this, but I just feel like this is rushed. This is a little rushed. I don't know if she's really ready to do live television like this.
I know they're trying to say it for Mania, but she really needs to do a match.
I'm just saying, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think this is a little rushed. I really think she maybe
I want to see how good she is in the actual match.
Could have benefited from some time in NXT, maybe.
Well, I mean,
or Florida Championship Wrestling.
She had to be out there like she does now for.
That would really benefit NXT.
I mean, she did. I mean, she didn't have to be out like she is now in the WWE, like she was in UFC. And like I said, she was pretty much known as a badass. She had the look, but she wasn't strong in the promos.
And that's the thing, like I feel like she maybe could have been. I mean, they could have floated her in a ball for a little while.
And that's why I was talking about the whole her using Roddy Piper's name, because it's gonna be hard to live up to that, because
high expectation.
Piper was good at promos and he was a technical wrestler.
Piper had that voice where he was. I mean, God, Piper could get under your skin.
Yeah.
Piper, why is she not a heel? Piper can get under your skin. Piper, man, is like, man, just when you think you have all the answers, I change the questions.
I mean, do you even need to bring up the coconut?
Yeah. The damn coconut. Or the time he went half and half. And everybody was like, God, come on. Piper could piss you off.
And then, Then the next night we had Triple H knocking out Kurt Angle, and then the next one.
What was it? The pay-per-view where Kurt was saying that Triple H and Stephanie don't really like her.
Kurt
Was just tattling a lot.
Kurt was a
And
talent.
that was even more weird and
I mean,
kind
if he
of
would stop,
lame.
like I said before, if he would stop messing up his lines, he'd be okay.
I don't know what's up with Kurt, but apparently he's having trouble, saying his lines and all that.
I think it's actually maybe because he's had, maybe he's having.
He needs to slow down. He needs to slow down when he talks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little bit easier. Just slow it down a little.
Like breathe through your nostrils first.
I think if he just relaxed, maybe if he slowed it down a little, he could catch every word. I don't know.
Yeah. But
well, he hit Julius for angle. Ronda looked shocked.
yeah.
Yeah.
Then he got called out, but 70 came out. Then Ronda came out, and she pretty much announced that she wanted to face Stephanie at WrestleMania, in which Kurt pretty much made a match between Ronda and him versus Triple H and Stephanie at WrestleMania. And then the insanity ensued with Stephanie tried to slap him, but Ronda stopped him, and then Stephanie run out of the ring. Hunter went after Kurt, tried to put him in the pedigree, but got put in the ankle lock. Then Ronda grabbed Stephanie and brought her into the ring and put her in Samoa drop.
Samoan drop. Why did she use a Samoan drop? If she's trying to channel Piper, you put her in a sleeper hold.
I don't think she's not trying to channel Piper. I just think why would an MMA fighter put her in a Samoa drop?
It's more like
That was weird.
I guess she was just trying to prove like she knows some wrestling moves.
Like she's got some moves that she can do some stuff.
I could have, God, if you want to do a move on Stephanie, just roll her into an armbar or something. I mean, God, just one of those fancy.
Yeah, it's still Kurt's move and does an ankle
That's what
slam.
I'm saying, or anything. Give me something else. Give me that jumping catch armbar and just roll Stephanie till she taps. I mean, that would have been fine for me. You gotta slam her, just put her in a move.
Yeah.
She took it well, though.
Yeah, it was fine. I just thought it was awkward.
Yeah. But we shall see.
But seriously, like, if she's gonna be on every one of these Raws, she's gonna have a match.
Well, they said she's going to work all the way up to Mania, so.
Like, I guess put her in a match with.
Put her in a match.
I don't know. Put her against Mandy Rose or somebody.
No.
She can easily beat up.
Somebody need to put her in somebody with a guide. Yeah, you need someone to carry her for the first go around. Put her in there with them. I mean, if you have to put in there, if you have to hurt, I mean, right now it's not like anybody could damage Sasha any
But they
worse.
don't really have any. Well, they had Nia, they had Sasha and Alexa, but they're not gonna put Alexa with them.
No, put her in there with Sasha. The only way you're gonna like Sasha can at least make it believable.
Mickey James can make it look believable.
Maybe Mickey.
Maybe Mickey. Yeah,
Yeah, I can
maybe.
see like Mickey doing that.
But we shall see how this plays out. All right, so we're gonna head to the second pay-per-view, which was Fastlane.
Last night.
Yeah. We start off with Shinsuke versus Rusev. Big props for both, especially
that was a
with
good match.
Aiden English.
Arguably match of the night.
Yeah, that was good. It was a good
With
match.
Aiden English coming out.
And not that Rusev needed it that much, but Nakamura made him like $1 million.
It looked great.
Yeah.
They both look good out there.
Aiden English.
That was great.
Aiden English's opener, that was pretty cool.
I love it. I love that this is his thing. I love Aiden English. He is so good at that role.
Yeah. But good spots all around between both Rusev and Shinsuke.
I guess this means Rusev's winning the Under the Giant Battle Royal.
Apparently they said they're not going to do it this year.
I don't know we're going to do it.
Weird, because they're putting out that documentary. Very
That's what
strange.
somebody
Yeah,
else was saying.
I thought because he had a documentary. I still want to see that documentary.
Well, I can see because like it's never meant anything to win it. I mean, nothing happens.
Yeah.
Well, you look at the two people that, there's three people that won it. Show.
It was
Show.
Cesaro, Big Show, Corbin, and Mojo.
Yeah, Mojo Rawley.
And out of the four, Corbin's the only one that's doing something worth a damn. And did you hear that?
Unless he's gonna fight Braun, either Rusev or Elias is gonna win it this year. They do.
Did you hear that thing on the free show where Mojo was talking about how he wasn't a wrestler?
Oh yeah.
And then he tried to defend it on Twitter and say that he was a fighter.
He's just talking until his buddy Gronk shows up. I mean, it's like Mojo. This is your thing. This is you. This is as far as it's gonna. Honestly, this is as far as it's gonna get with you.
Yeah,
Might as well just accept it.
pretty much.
But on the bright side, you party with the only New England Patriot I like, Gronk, so it works out.
Next match is the Smackdown, the U.S. title match. Randy Orton versus Bobby Roode.
Now, who the hell saw that coming?
I didn't, because I fell asleep.
Bullshit.
I fell asleep.
The Randy Orton.
Bullshit.
The Randy Orton
Tell
versus.
me you predicted Orton was gonna win that thing.
No, I did not.
It was a good match. It was decent. They had a good bit of reversals. It was a good showing. The finish was.
No, joking aside, like, congrats to Orton being a Grand Slam champion.
Yeah. It was a good match. It wasn't terribly boring. It was
Yeah, it's that not that many people are Grand Slam champions.
It's
like,
true.
I just realized like Rollins isn't one or Cena.
No.
Well, Rollins came close. I mean,
I think just like Cena, they both need to win the IC belt.
yeah. But
Is Ambrose?
no, Ambrose only got a world title, the Intercontinental title, and
No, he won the U.S. title. Remember, he won when he was in Shield.
well, yeah, he won the U.S. title. I don't know if he won the Intercontinental title.
Did he? I thought he did.
I don't know.
He was their Continental champion.
I think Roman is. I think Roman is.
Well, Roman was IC title. He won the IC title way back.
Miz is, and is Daniel Bryan? Daniel Bryan won?
He had the tag belts with Kane, didn't he?
Yeah.
He was a world heavyweight champion. I don't know if he was Intercontinental champion or U.S.
He
champion.
was in Continental. I don't think he ever won the U.S. belt.
Oh, okay.
But the point is, great moment. I mean, I'm happy. I was shocked. I'm glad Fastlane shocked because I thought the whole thing was unpredictable. So I'm glad they did that little swerve. Still bad for Bobby though. That's kind of effed up.
Yeah. Kind of killed his momentum there.
At the end, Jinder Mahal came out and was about to fight Randy, but then got attacked by Bobby, and then Bobby took out frustration on Orton and hit both Glorious DDTs
Is it
on him.
possible that's going to be a triple threat at Mania?
And with so many triple threats there.
That's a lot
That's
of
so weird,
tricks.
right?
I mean, you got the
Our show's
Intercontinental.
triple threats, and our show is called Triple Threats. How's that first time?
Yeah. So, probably gonna see that at Mania.
Probably.
Next match, Carmella and Natalya versus Becky Lynch and Naomi.
I actually did pick Carmella and Natty for this match. And I'm not really sure why I did that. Honestly, I kind of forgot she had the briefcase.
I kind of slept through this one.
No joke, it kind of escaped me. She had the briefcase.
Yeah. It was a decent match.
It was decent. And nice outfit from Becky, looking like Bam Bam Bigelow.
I did see that. She had the for crazy.
When is Carmella gonna cash that thing?
Some say probably WrestleMania, but after what happened last night, I doubt she will.
No, she's not gonna make a move yet.
Man. We'll get to that in a sec.
But Jesus Christ, Carmella. I mean, I hope she was looking at the ref was death or something. Like she kept screaming, "Daddy, daddy, daddy!" I'm like, shit. If you're trying to be sneaky about it, you damn sure fail.
Girl, she just shouting out like,
"Daddy, daddy, daddy!" Carmella gets the win with the super kick to Becky Lynch. Ooh. How long do you think you got till Becky Lynch turns heel?
She should have already done it, honestly.
yeah,
Pretty much.
Like, I gave it after Mania. You probably turn after Mania.
Okay.
Now, does that mean a heel will eventually turn face?
Well, somebody's gonna have to.
yeah, somebody.
I mean, I can see. Well, I don't know. Maybe someone from Riot Squad leaving the group.
Maybe.
I don't know.
That group just started though, so they'll probably hold off on that.
Or maybe bring in an NXT girl to be a face, I guess.
Yeah, when this
I mean, did you see Moon doing that?
who?
Did you see Ember Moon showing up on SmackDown as a new face?
Not at the moment.
No, it's too early.
All right. Well,
She hasn't had her run yet.
I'm still waiting for Tony Duo to show up already.
Yeah.
But go ahead, but go on. But yeah, Big Lynch up, so yeah. We'll wait for Carmella and Natty, I guess.
Yeah. SmackDown tag title match, the New Day versus the Usos. Pretty much was a squash match.
Yeah, that
It should have
was.
been, and pissed me off because that would have been such another classic.
They were going. Yeah, they were really picking up steam. I was ready to see another battle between those two teams. I enjoyed it every time those guys go at it. I'm watching. I could watch them all day. Those two teams are just great to watch.
Yeah,
Then came the twist.
Yeah, which pretty much destroyed everybody.
You see how they laid, how they were laying on his head on those steps?
Yeah.
It looked bad.
Looks rough. Huh?
But now is this gonna be a triple threat at Mania?
I doubt it. They probably have like something with New Day, and then they have them.
It's great that the Bludgeon Bros get that push, but don't it seem kind of like a middle finger to Fishman and Gable?
Well, they were stuck doing the pre-show, and they lost to Todd Dillinger.
Man, I really think they deserve a run.
And they lost to Todd Dillinger and the Fashion Police.
Oh yeah, who was it? It was those three and Gable Benjamin and who?
Mojo Rawley.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And you lost to the Fashion Police. I guess that's not as bad as it's like the Ascension, but
God, the Ascension are a joke now, apparently.
yeah. Well, I'm glad for Luke Harper getting that push,
Yeah.
It's a great, I like that team, but horrible name.
Yeah. We'll head on to the next match for the SmackDown Women's title match. Ruby Riott versus Charlotte Flair. Pretty good match.
Can you believe it was a year ago? Did she debut on NXT a year ago?
Yeah.
Amazing.
She had experience. She had been wrestling a long time before the end. But I'm just like, yeah, this match was much needed solid singles that the women's division need because so far they've just been putting all these damn tag matches. Yeah, what was that? What was that one little thing?
What botch?
I'm talking about the thing, Charlotte. What? I'm sorry, I don't want to interrupt him. No, I think he's talking about the thing where they went for that. They went for that. What are you talking about? The reverse Hurricane Rana?
I think wasn't that it?
They turned it into like a face bump instead, but the physics didn't. Yeah, the physics didn't make sense.
Yeah, because I was like, I think I'm supposed to go the other way around.
Well, yeah, but I understand what they're trying to do with it. Like, but if Charlotte wanted to do that, she should have put both her hands on the feet after she stopped with the ropes. Like, because the only way you could forcibly somebody back up from that position, like, it just doesn't, like, no, you can't make somebody do a sit up all the way back up from that position and then take a fate. They have enough velocity.
Yeah. Like, still not a bad match, you know, and, you know.
Yeah, it was all right. It was like, because I remember there was a flip she missed, and Charlotte finally hit the flip on off the guardrail, but you know, you know, but I mean, it was all right. It was okay. I think that this though, I think she's gonna have a like I said, it should be a pretty interesting match to say the least against Asuka. I'm not really sure how that's gonna play out.
Now we can talk about it, Mindy.
Yeah. Also came out at the end of the match to pretty much officially give her answer to give her answer to who she wanted to face at WrestleMania.
That's gotta be a good feeling, like very powerful feeling when they point to the WrestleMania sign. Ooh, that's just cool to do, you know.
Calling your
That
shot.
sounds true, but it's just like just pointing at the WrestleMania sign, like issuing a challenge. That's just cool.
I'm probably Vince's idea. So talking about like Babe Ruth, you gotta call your shot.
You gotta point to it so the fireworks can start.
Yeah.
But now this is she officially Smackdown now? So.
Well, she wins. Yeah.
If she wins, she'll be on SmackDown.
Oh, so is she still gonna be on Raw tonight, or?
Well, she still has to be.
If they here's I'll say this: if they ever plan on ending Asuka's streak, I could buy this because Charlotte is strong, like really physically
she's
strong.
One of the very few in a small group
Yeah.
can see doing it.
I could buy this. I could accept this if they ended it here. I could accept it, but there's not much else I'm willing to buy in doing this.
I agree with you on that. But I get this distinct feeling that they're gonna save Asuka for Ronda.
Jesus.
The only three.
And the only reason I say that is because look at where Asuka.
That would be horrible.
Look at what Asuka's been doing. She's been doing arm
Only
bars.
5 I think you could actually do it. My industry would be Charlotte, Sasha, Bailey, Amber Moon, or Nikki Cross. Those are the 5 I think could do it.
I don't think Bailey could do it. I don't even think Nikki Cross.
If she really just, you know.
Even with that, I know what you're talking about. That if she went like she went against Sasha, like in that first time, the first time her and Sasha fought for the title, maybe, but still, I don't know. Like she doesn't have as hard she has tenacity, but she doesn't have as hard a noggin as like Charlotte and Sasha. Sasha, the reason why is because Sasha can get the better of someone like Asuka, because Sasha's not going to just go balls to the wall fair. She'll do whatever after a while Sasha's gonna scrap and Sasha's gonna get that damn belt from you. Like by hook or by crook, Sasha's gonna do it. Like I think 1 in 4 chance Sasha could beat her. Charlotte, though, the odds go up a bit because Charlotte.
She's like she's the number 1.
Yes, Charlotte has a lot of power in that body. Charlotte has power. She has.
I would not be mad if she did pull that off at Mania.
I mean, I could see it. I mean, I could buy that. I could accept that without any heartbreak. I could accept Charlotte Flair doing it.
Honestly, that really should arguably, if not the main event, the second to main event.
I think so.
Well, pretty much.
I mean, that match is gonna be
God, why would you?
Great match at Mania.
If they try to give it to Ronda, don't do it. just
Like, give Ronda the win?
that's what like I'm thinking about what Big V said. Like you wanna like you looking at them saving her for
Well,
Ronda.
look
I
at.
get the style and I get that, but say like okay, can Ronda have a few matches before this happens?
Well, I think they are going to do that, but they building up to her and Ronda with her doing all those arm bars.
I just at this point
But
like
now that Asuka asked you the challenge, the next question is, what are they going to do with Bliss?
They're probably going to have her face Nia.
This is a great opportunity. This is the push Nia. They sent Asuka against Charlotte to push to finally push Nia.
That was pretty much Alexa's fault because she kept acting like that Asuka was going to come after her when Asuka never gave her official answer. Shout out to Francine.
She's sitting there gulping that Asuka beat Nia. Well, I mean, God, that's not what you got to be afraid of because I don't think you could take Nia. I mean, honestly, I don't know about that one. You're not going to be able to DDT Nia Jax. I mean, you're not going to be able to hit Nia off the turnbuckle and DDT her hope to get a pinfall. Nia's going to kick out of that too. And this, I'm just like, it's whatever at that point. I don't know, but I think it's a good opportunity to finally give Nia some due here. They need to, if they're going to do this, they need to go ahead and just let Nia get this thing, man. Because, I mean,
Yeah, that should be a good match.
It's going to be good. That's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
It's going to have a great story.
Yeah.
The last match of the night, the 6-pack challenge for the WWE title. John Cena versus Sami Zayn, Dolph Ziggler versus Kevin Owens, Baron Corbin, and AJ Styles.
That thing was a circus. That
was wild.
That was a damn circus.
Kind of cool how they began. Well, not cool, but lame how they everybody got attitude adjustment except for AJ, and then it was cool when everybody came in and started beating up on Cena and throwing him out.
I thought that was funny. I thought everybody just stood there looking like, this dude. Everybody looks at him like, okay, the 16-time champ here, damn brand. Most of these guys, this ring are indie guys, and they're looking at him like, dude, it's Vince's boy. We got to beat the shit out of this guy. It's funny.
No,
man.
Corbin's not.
Corbin's not, but Corbin just hates him anyway.
Yeah.
Corbin just hates him, period.
Yeah.
But
Ziggler's just like, I got nothing else to do.
Yeah.
But it was a pretty good match. The whole thing with Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens was funny as hell.
Yeah.
So pretty much shaping up to be Zayn and Kevin Owens versus Shane at WrestleMania. That was a triple threat maybe or handicap match.
That's right, 2-on-1.
Maybe.
Cause he nailed that kick.
Yeah, he got him good with that kick.
He got him real good.
Baron Corbin is okay.
Shannon Owens?
Huh?
Is Shannon Owens? Where was that Shannon Owens fought before? I mean, yeah, Shannon Owens. Did they fight before?
Not at Mania.
What was it?
It was a Hell in a Cell.
It was Hell in a
Was it Hell in
Cell.
a Cell?
Remember he fought AJ at
Right.
That was a good one. But then he fought Kevin. Remember he was about to finish Kevin Owens off, and then Sammy saved him.
Remember Sami Zayn showed up and helped Kevin?
Yeah.
Saved his ass.
Where was that at?
That was at Hell in a Cell.
Okay. Got it.
But pretty good match with the back and forth. Was the whole spot on the announce table was kind of weird seeing AJ go through the table, and then at the end it looked like Kevin was going to win, but Shane screwed him, and then Sammy tried to get the pin, but Shane screwed him too. Then looked like Kevin's gonna go for another pin, but then AJ come in with a flying forearm and get the win, which sealed the deal for him versus Shinsuke Nakamura at WrestleMania.
Now this needs to be the main event.
Hopefully, it will be.
This does need to be a main event. I mean, if it's not the main event, they're gonna put Brock and what's called Roman at.
Don't do something stupid where they get like the fifth match on the card.
That's what I'm saying. But look,
Remember when they did that with Chris and Michaels the first time, and everybody was just so dead afterwards?
Yeah.
I remember after that match, we couldn't even barely watch the wrestling. We were just so damn tired from the excitement.
yeah, if you put AJ and Shinsuke in there, like that's one of those matches that should be. Yeah, it's got to be a main event. I don't know that. Even though they should, I don't know if they're gonna put it over the Roman Reigns, Brock match. But I feel that they. That's what I'm saying. That may actually be the main event. Or if that's not the main event, that'll be the semi-main event. But if you put it, I would at least like to see them give AJ and Shinsuke at least about a good 20 minutes, 25 minutes.
I give it 30.
30, yes, 30 would be beautiful. 30 would be wonderful. Just God, that's a dream. But I don't know if they would give it 30 minutes because I wish they would. That would be beautiful.
Really good, but,
30 would be excellent. I would love to see a 30-minute battle. Give them time to really tell that story.
You're probably more right. It'd be like 20.
They'll go 20. They're not gonna let them go too long. I would love to see a 30-minute. If it's 30, I'll be happy, dude, man. Because I mean, you're gonna get with AJ and Shinsuke. But then you think about the build of this. Like, are they gonna give it proper build in the next couple days?
Are they gonna put a story with it?
They've got to put a story with it. Not
the
that
whole thing with them being cute and funny about it, saying, "I will reach you guys." It's been great, but now we need to get serious about it.
Yeah. Okay. So there you go. Just show AJ. Have AJ dwell on the fact that Shinsuke beat me in the one time we met, and now he's coming after my title. And Shinsuke is saying he's going to knock you off. And then bring up some heat about the Bullet Club. Just say, because they do borrow footage from New Japan all the time. I said, show the damn shit where they were getting into it, where he was feuding. And just talk about, look.
At least show that one part where he did the shootout, did the gunshot thing at him, and then Nakamura just ate it.
Yeah.
Show that. That's funny.
Show that they were pissed. Like, you got to put some heat on this. Like, show that look, AJ has an axe to grind here. They show AJ has an axe to grind here.
Yeah. But pretty sure there's gonna be a 5-star match.
Yeah, it'll be one of Dave Meltzer's.
I know it's not important to us, but it's important to some people. Where does that leave Cena in Mania?
Well, it was supposed to be if rumors were correct, it was supposed to be Cena versus Ray, but Ray got hurt.
Yeah, he was rotator cuff, wasn't it?
I think so. So there's no telling what they're gonna do with Cena now.
I wanted to see a Ray Cena match.
I just don't like how they did it. I'm like, or I don't have a spot at WrestleMania. I'm like, come on, John. Is this the best they can come up with?
Stop it. You're gonna be a Mania. Alright, just stop. No one believes you. Oh, a nice plug saying Undertaker's name like that.
Yeah.
I could a shout out to Reed. I always love Machine. Reed was excited. He thought that was really happening. Oh my God!
Let me say this.
Oh my God!
Let me say this, folks.
Finally do it. I'm telling Reed. I could tell Reed that like, no, they're not.
Let me say this. All these people, including John, talking about Taylor's coming back or do WrestleMania. If Taylor knew he had another match, he wouldn't have did what he did in Orlando. He put his glove and his hat and his coat down, saying that it's done.
It's done.
No, he practically told them at the anniversary show that he was done.
Let this man be. This guy had broken his body. He was pretty much limping if you saw the 24/7 thing on Orlando, he was living before the match. Taker has given everything he has given for this business, and that's all he needs to give.
When he starts talking, when you hear him talking like a regular guy a lot more these days, you know it's done.
Yeah. So it's pretty much done.
I mean, personally, I think it's done. I do want to see it. I want to see Cena and Taker, but now I'm thinking fucking so.
If it's gonna be like him versus Roman, and I doubt it'd be that bad, but you know, as much as all the problems that Taker has had, it's probably a good thing that he went on ahead and retired.
That is a mystery, though. Yeah. Like, is John going to sit this WrestleMania out?
He's not going to sit it out. He's going to be there.
I think what's going to happen, what would be interesting?
I was kind of worried, though, because that whole shit he said, using a rematch cause we making a triple threat. I'm like, God damn it, John. I don't want to see that shit.
Did you think for a second they were going to do that?
I wouldn't put it past WWE, especially after hearing what they said about Ray getting hurt. I'm like, well, that pretty much makes it clear that they're going to put Cena in the match.
Injured? God, I know what Cena versus Joe.
No.
I would have done Cena versus Joe at Mania.
I'm going to make a wild prediction, though. When I saw Cena sitting there at the end of this match and he looked pissed and he shoved the camera away, you know what I think is going to happen? I have a prediction. I think we're not going to see Cena the whole WrestleMania match until the end of the AJ Styles Nakamura match. I think that John's going to come out there and beat the shit out of the winner, and I think he's going to go heel. I think he's finally just going to go full on heel. I think I believe
it when I see it.
I think John's going to go heel, and he's gonna burn the never give up thing, and he's going to go heel. He's gonna like literally cast that away. He's going to go heel.
I believe when I see it. I believe when I see it.
I wonder what would that be like though?
It'd be great. You know what it'd be like? It'd be like Hogan John NWO.
It would be that shocking feeling.
It'd be shocking, but it won't be anywhere close. It'd be.
I wanted to do it. I think you should do it.
It'd be shocking.
If they put some blood in there, it'd really get over.
It'd be shocking, but it won't be anywhere close to Hogan.
If he bled somebody, it would be good.
I swear to God, he would be the number one guy again.
Yeah, if he went heel, it would automatically like send him back to number one. And you went heel.
I don't know. You don't think it'd be as big as Hogan NWO?
No, nothing will ever. That was industry shaking. That was like the leader of the industry.
Especially with this current climate.
He waited too long. He waited too long.
Well, I mean, he's already showing some heel tendencies a little bit. I mean,
his desperation's getting worse.
And the attitude, I mean, I don't know. It'd be a great Mania if he did it.
He's getting desperate.
Yeah. But we shall see.
He's getting desperate.
Well, that's the end of the episode of Triple Threat.
Wait, before we go.
What?
Right quick. Do you want to congratulate Hillbilly Jim and Kid Rock going in the Hall of Fame?
Hillbilly Jim, yes. Kid Rock, fuck no.
Oh my God.
Well, you know what? I thought Hillbilly Jim was already there.
A lot of people did.
Nah, he wasn't.
I think they were talking about Haystacks Calhoun. They thought.
What?
I said so much for my Bam Bam Bigelow prediction of him going.
I think they got Hillbilly Jim mixed up with Haystacks Calhoun.
They have been hitting the Kid Rock thing, especially online. That they were playing his song during the Mania promo. So. You don't like Kid Rock, dude?
Ball with the ball.
Ball with the ball. I want to be a cowboy, baby. I mean, come on, even him and Undertaker used to sing songs.
Back in the day, I did, but now, dude's too much of. He kind of fucked himself over with me with the whole Obama thing and all that crap.
Wait. Did Taker use the Kid Rock song or the Nookie song?
He did both.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
American Badass.
well, yeah, and then the whole thing about him kind of like he was gonna run for office.
I thought he was gonna do it, but then he
For
didn't.
me, the good outweighs the bad. I'm still rocking those songs. I mean, you know, and who's gonna do that induction speech?
I wouldn't be surprised if it was Linda McMahon.
You know what I have to do it? Ziggler.
Well, he is.
I totally have Ziggler do it.
Well, he is.
Or you know what would be funny if you have Elias come out there with a guitar.
Oh my God.
Hello, I am Elias. Who wants to walk with Kid Rock?
God.
Whoever comes in before or after Kid Rock, they gonna do a lot of. They gonna boo him on more than they did Trump or Maria Menounos.
It would be interesting to see him on. I would love to see Kid Rock come out the night after Raw like the Legends do, but instead of doing it like they normally do, he comes out and plays a set with Elias. That would be hilarious. That would be hilarious.
I want to see it. I seriously want to see that.
That they could both do a duet song about the town they're in. It because don't they normally go to Chicago? They go where do they go the night after Raw, like Philly.
He's like playing the guitar. Kid Rock's going, that guy is back. He's really sucks. Oh my God, Whistle. Elias can't know.
I know it would be funny.
I would so YouTube the hell out of that shirt on my Facebook. But yeah, congrats to them.
Yeah.
I imagine Hillbilly Jim will come like third, but the main speeches we want to see are Goldberg and Dudley. That's it.
Mine be Goldberg and Ivory.
I love hearing Ivory.
Ivory too.
Yeah, I love hearing what Ferrara have to say about what happened. You know, wow.
I love talking about Glow a lot.
Oh yeah.
I still like my idea of right censor and dubbing her.
She may do it like you know what Angle did. Maybe she'll do her different gimmicks. Like that would be hilarious if she did that in her speech. Like she put on a dress shirt and she put on the tied her hair back.
And if you're interested in them just standing behind her and like wearing just
Oh, that would be gold if they did that. I'd be laughing my ass off.
That'd be a great Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she's going like, here I am. I finally get inducted, and you induct me the same year as Hillbilly Jim and Kid Rock?
That'd be great.
A guy in overalls and an idiot with a cigar?
That'd be great.
Because we all know in terms of Detroit rappers, we all know Kid Rock is really Eminem's bitch.
Ooh.
And on that note, we end the show here.
Yeah, that's good that you can name this episode that, Eminem's bitch. I'm kidding. We're gonna call it Rock's bitch. We're gonna call it Rock's bitch, aka Vince.
Thank you to the Cowboy Kid, thank you to the Pipe. And please like and subscribe, hit the bell, let us know. And have a nice day.